He's like, I'm alright. That's good. She's like, how was your Halloween? It was alright. And yours? He's like, pretty uneventful. Really? Mine was too. Hello, hello, hello. We are about to get started on these two Persian cats, Jack and Jill. How cute is that, right? So their service request is the long hair shampoo package, but because they get a belly shave, we refer to that service request as the natural. So with a mega sanitary clip as part of it, right? Starting with the face trim. Just get that out of the way. A little ear tipping. All right. Wham. 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 Waka waka. Waka waka. You're so cute. He's like, I know. Just cleaning up the face a little bit. Alrighty then. Let's get these nails done. So how's everyone in YouTube land? Hmm? Waka. And next one. Next one. You smell like a candle. You smell like a candle. Alright. It's amazing the smells these cat coats will absorb in other households, right? Alright. One sanitary clip coming up. This is Jack. And his sister Jill is waiting to be done next. Yep. This is Jack's butt. What's wrong? You couldn't recognize him, Adrian? You didn't recognize from the back? Alright. Now, all of this is going bye-bye. I don't know. What do you think's going on? Well, it's not too hard to figure out there, Laurie. How about the name of the title of the video? How about the name of the actual channel? That would be your first and second clue. Right? Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone's Halloween? How was everyone's Halloweeny? Did you even have a Halloweeny? Yeah, this is Jack. Just getting his belly shave, which includes his underarm pits and inside his back leg area. Okay, now just run a comb through his coat, make sure you can get this through before we get him wet. He's in for his regular maintenance, shampoo and blowout. He comes in because he was born and bred from natural and perfect temperament, from a breeder who specifically breeds for natural, beautiful temperament, right? With that comes usually a price tag, right? The better the breeding, the better the temperament, usually the more money you're paying, right? This isn't some street cat pulled off the street with a screaming banshee temperament, right? Alright, and then let's roll. Other side. There we go. I'm going to use the safety clipper, the one is all. The setting is right down the middle, 1.4. That'll get you closest to the... And gabapentin's been around for 20 years now. Just talk to your vet about it, right? You and your excuses. Yep, but that's very true. I knew a client who bought a Persian cat from a cattery that was calling themselves Sweetheart whatever, you know, which indicated that the cat's temperament would be a sweetheart, right? That cat was a holy terror. She was literally terrified of her own cat. And so what I explained to the owner was that that's called false advertising. So she contacted the breeder and she got some hush money. Breeders will give you hush money when you call them out on their bullshit. Right? I think she got like $500. I think she paid over $2,000 for the sweetheart cat that she was terrified of, right? She ended up having to pre-treat it with gabapentin just so it could come in for grooming and not want to rip my face off, right? All right, we are there. Ready, steady, here we go. Right this way. Squishy face kitty. Squishy face kitty. There, where are we? Now we're in the tub. We're going to use the pedestal technique. Just going to sit the cat up on the pedestal. Alright, we're going to start with the degreaser by Pink Paw Pal because it's the easiest to rinse out. So we use that on the face and neck area. We'll use the El Cheapo stuff for everything else, the Groomer's Goop. Wow. Yeah, he's adorbs. He's adorbs. Adorable, 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 adorable. You're adorable. Wow, 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 wow. Adorable, 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 adorable. You are adorable. Wah, wah. This is the old cheapo stuff. Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye, Lori. Say goodbye to Lori, Jack. He's like, see ya, bitch. Don't let the door hit you in the ass. Don't let the door hit you in the ass. What are you, a gangster Persian? He said, yeah. In your dreams, buddy. Bye-bye. Alright. And back feeties. Adorable, 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 adorable. You are adorable. Wow, 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 wow. Alright. Wah, wah, wah. It's icky. It's icky. This stuff is really, really icky, so I would recommend that if you're going to use it on your cat, that you heat it up first, get it nice and warm, so it's a little bit more comfortable for your cat. Wow. Go to the pool. Go to the pool. Here. Say hi to your people. Adorable, adorable, adorable. Yeah, it's terrifying when owners try to wash their cats because owners usually don't have any techniques and then they scare the shit out of their cats, right? Because they don't understand the concept of using techniques when washing their cats, right? You think the cat's afraid of water. No, they're afraid of you. They're afraid of your stupidity, is what they're afraid of. The fact that you don't even know what a happy hoodie is. Does anyone know what a happy hoodie is? Okay. Why would that be important? Because it'll block the sound that the sprayer makes, which is one of the things that they will get scared of. Right? Happy hoodie. Technique. It's called a technique, people. Start using them. Start learning them. Right? Stop terrorizing your cats. Aww. My cat loves his bath too. He'll start purring. He loves it. He'll actually tell me when it's time for him to be groomed. He'll either start hanging out on my grooming table or he'll start hanging out where the cats go to sit when they arrive for their grooming and then they're getting their downtime with Fallaway. He'll sit over there thinking I'm going to grab him to groom him next. He's kind of cute. So, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Home Crystal. You know, why is it always the love and light people? Why is it always the love and light people who are the shittiest people on this planet? You hide behind their love and light. God bless you. All right. You know what my love and light sister did to me once my mother passed away? With her entire estate of Oriental hand-carved furniture and paintings and carvings and statues. Oh yeah, never once bothered to pick up the phone to let me know. They took everything. Yeah, took everything. Yeah, that was my love and light sister. Yeah, do you know what I asked for? Oh, really? Well, that's a lawsuit. You need to make a police report about that. You know what she said to me when I asked her? I remember the little jade eggs that my mom had, hand carved. So I asked for some of those. She's like, oh, we don't have anything. You know, my mom didn't have a whole lot of anything when she died. Yeah, she kind of got rid of everything. I had to find out from my brother that was a lie. I had to find out through my brother that that was a lie, because he said it was nothing but a free-for-all. They all got together and they all just did a free-for-all and took whatever they wanted, right? So now my mom's entire estate, it is in my 2 sisters and my 1 brother's homes. What did I get? 3 little jade eggs. So, love and light, people. They're the best. They're the best. You just keep going to church there, sweetie. Every Sunday. I wonder what her pastor would have to say about what she did to me. Yeah, that's how you get back at the love and light people. You go to their pastor and you let the pastor know what the shit they're up to and what they've been up to. That's how you get back on the love and light people. Because God forbid a pastor would find out who they really are. Alright? You gotta fight fire with fire. You gotta fight fire with fire, people. And that part about your sister beating you up, that's a criminal lawsuit. Yeah. Oh yeah. Just saying. Adorable, adorable, adorable. He's like, you're making me purple again, aren't you? Yep. Even the men get beauty treatments. He's like, I'm a gangster. That's fine. Even gangsters get themselves all nice and pimped out, looking their best, getting their manicures. You don't think gangsters go and have their nails done? He's like, yeah, I never thought of that. Yepper. Alright. Putting a little bit of just hypo shampoo straight onto this little curry brush by little pals, right? Waka waka. Let's get some bubbles. Daryl. Best bubble maker ever. Ever, 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 ever. Adorable, 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 adorable. You are adorable. Wow, 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 wow. Wee. He was too stunned to speak. He was too stunned to speak. What seems to be the main issue there, buddy? He's like, I'm wet? Yeah, well, nothing wrong with that. He's like, there is. There is. Cats aren't supposed to get wet. Really? Says who? Well, everyone knows. That's a ditty cat. What the hell is a ditty cat? What you saying? What you mean? What you mean, Jelly Bean? It's a ditty cat. Ah. Well, he's more of a washed out, baked gray ditty now, isn't he? Adorable, adorable, adorable. And you're an idiot. Just saying. Right? You're an idiot. Yeah, I know. Adorable, 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 adorable. Well, apparently it's a oily black cat, but he did. Yeah, just use the Pooch Bright. Pooch Bright by Le Pooch. Le Pooch is the name of the product. You can get the small bottles on Amazon. They're concentrated. So you only need, well, it'll tell you 1 part shampoo to 20 parts water, but mine is more concentrated. I do 1 part shampoo to 10 parts water. Okay. Adorable, 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 adorable. You are adorable. Wow. 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 Alright, who knows what this stuff is? Looks like Elmer's glue. Anybody? How about this? Anyone know what that is? Who can break down those two products? No, we're in the washing and degreasing phase, right? We are in the degreasing and washing phase. The first one, the white one, it's called Orvis. There you go. 7.5 pound tub. You get it on Amazon, and then you can put it in a squeeze bottle. It's like a boost, lather boost. And then F&T by Le Pooch. F&T used to stand for flea and tick, I think. Believe it or not, flea and tick shampoos are the best degreasing shampoo. Well, if your cat is planning on staying inside, then I would wash it. But if you're planning on putting the cat back outside, don't wash it. Right? Why wouldn't you want to wash an outdoor cat? Anyone know why you don't wash a cat who lives outside? Why, thank you. Clippies by Saya. She thinks I do a great job. Probably one of the top 10 cat groomers in the world, but according to Clippies, I'm an okay groomer. Thank you, Clippies. Thank you so much. Thank you for the pat on the back. Alright, who wants to answer that question? Why don't you wash cats who live outside? Anybody? Anybody have that answer? Especially if you're planning on releasing it back to the wild once you wash it. Why would you not do that? Anybody? Because Their scent is extremely important. If you take their scent off, then anyone who knows that cat outside will no longer recognize and know it's that cat, and you could put that cat in danger. Yes. So if he gets too close to another cat who he knows, but that cat doesn't know him anymore, that cat could retaliate. But also, you're removing the cat's coat's ability to be water resistant, right? From the weather. You need that coat to be water resistant to help protect the cat from hypothermia. You do not want that cat getting wet to the skin and exposed to the elements. They will die, right? Cat's coat is not waterproof, it's water resistant when the oils are in that coat, right? Adorable, adorable, adorable. Who's the rat? Jack or you, David? Who's the real rat? Who's the rat, David? We all know who the rat was. We all know who the rat was. Adorable, 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 adorable. You mean on a pedestal? You're going in. You're going in, buddy. Alright, next shampoo. Second shampoo. This one has the built-in conditioner put into it. It's the final shampoo with Thick and Thicker by Chris Christensen. And it is a beautiful finishing shampoo combined with the volume shampoo by Chris Christensen, right? The volume shampoo looks like this. Chris Christensen did an offshoot of their line with Top Cat. He kind of repurposed a bunch of products he already had, but some of them are new. Yeah. And then just included that into his cat line. Adore, howdy. Howdy, partner. You got cowboys in Canada? I'm sure you do. I follow someone from Canada because of as rugged as they get. I forget his name. But he looks like, what was that? Oh my God, he looks like that famous actor, who was in a lot of Westerns. Get his name. He's a horse wrestler. Is that the right word? He has a horse farm. Kirk Douglas. Yeah, looks like him. Alrighty then. Oh, and the Thick and Thicker looks like that. Not just any of the Thick and Thicker products, the Volume Response Foaming Protein. I put that in with the final shampoo. Or you can just use it on its own at the very end for a final beauty treatment. And you just put it in straight for about 3 minutes. You could do it that way as well. A bunch of different ways to use the Thick and Thicker product. Now, Thick and Thicker does make a shampoo, but it takes a long time to rinse it all out. But I do have a gallon of it right behind me, which I will eventually use up. All right. What am I doing now? Besides, washing the cat, I'm allowing my fingers to feel the coat. My fingers will tell me when the coat is ready, right? What's the point of going through all of these steps if you prematurely take your cat out of the tub when they're not quite where they should be? It's like taking a cake out of the oven after you've only put it in for 15 minutes, right? It's not going to turn out, is it? It's a lot like that. It's like that. It is a cat grooming channel. Bravo. Somebody figured it out. So cats are a lot like 2- and 3-year-old children, right? When you put a 2- or 3-year-old child in a barber chair, what do you think happens? What do you think happens? They usually start crying. Yeah, they usually start crying. And then the minute that 2- or 3-year-old child starts crying, what happens next? Does the mother just say, oh, okay, well, we don't need the haircut. Oh, no, we're fine. No. No. That's not what happens. Here we go. You did it. You did it. God forbid the cat meows. I had a cat owner file a police report all over the cat, even though we were live streaming, because the cat had the I'm wet meow. In her mind, the cat was being tortured. Yeah, the owner of the cat, who had never groomed her cat in her life, didn't understand the concept of what the I'm wet meow was. That turned into a whole police report of animal abuse, right? We have the video of the cat being burned. Okay? No, actually they don't. Nope. 4 years of going live have demonstrated and shown otherwise. Yeah, that actually happened. I want to get my hands on the police report so I can read it myself, because now she's online saying, advertising the police report. She's advertising to the public that she has the police report and for anyone to contact her so she can then send the police report to them. I'm like, bitch, I've got the video of your cat being groomed, which will kind of speak for itself, right? Oh no, that doesn't matter. What? Yeah, I'll give them a call, the police option take. I'd like to take a look at that report. Yeah. The minute a cat meows when they're wet, aka the I'm wet meow, that turns into animal abuse. Alrighty then. Do you know I used to be a dog groomer and just as many cats as dogs when it came to being uncomfortable with the bath? It's exactly the same. Yet somehow the cats get the short end of the stick, right? But it's exactly the same. Just as many cats love their bath as dogs, a lot of dogs love their bath. But just as many dogs who hate their bath. There's no difference with how many percentage of dogs hate their bath versus cats. It's about the same. Alright, we're just getting the final rinse. Make sure it's all out. I'm just going to spray them. If you were at home, you might consider putting your cat back into the basin and doing a submersive rinse. Adorable, adorable. Now that would be the ultimate of complacency, to actually go live and start literally abusing animals while you're live, right? That would be the ultimate complacency. And believe it or not, I have actually seen that with some dog groomers. Yepper. Seen it happen live. I used to watch a cat groomer from Malaysia, and every single one of his cat clients went into open mouth pant and completely distressed and distraught with their bath. And I'm like, well, that's unusual. The odds of any cat going into open mouth pant or being distraught here at our salon is maybe 1 in 500. But in his salon, every one of his clients was going into open mouth pant and completely distraught. And I had to figure out why, right? It got to the point where one of his cats literally passed out live and went, whack. And do you know what he did? This really happened. He propped the cat back up and continued to wash him and pretended like nothing had just happened. Like we're all just that stupid, right? Anyway, I reached out to him after I finally pinpointed what I thought the problem might be. And I said, what is the temperature that you're using? Because he was force submerging the cats in the water. He didn't answer. He wanted to know what temperature I used. Within 24 hours of me reaching out to that groomer, all of the cats that he was going live with stopped going into open mouth pant, stopped going into full-on distress, right? It was the temperature. He was literally boiling these cats alive, right? And to top it off, his instructor, the person who taught him cat grooming, would be in the lives going like that, right? That was the part that got me the most. So, anyway. And then that moved on to him using velocity dryers to blast cats without happy hoodies. And it turned into like this whole thing. And he and his instructor lied and said there weren't any happy hoodies in Malaysia. There were. You know how I know that? Because I follow another cat groomer from Malaysia. Female. Seems to be a lot smarter than these two men. Right? She's like, oh yeah, you can get them. You can get happy hoodies here. So they were lying. They were lying, lying, lying. They lie. You're the goober. Who's the goober now? Who's the goober now? Who's the goober now? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Waka waka. Bee. All right. What's the best way to dry a cat in full coat? You do a double towel wrap first. Start with one. We start with one. First one. Boop. There he is. Waka 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 waka. There he is. Again, cats are very similar to 2 to 3 year old children. Put a 2 to 3 year old child into a barber chair. What usually happens? Or just simply try to put them in the bath. What happens with a lot of children when you want to bathe them? They start crying. So what does the parent do? Do they say, oh, okay, no problem, you don't need to have a bath. Been playing in mud all day, but no, we'll skip the bath. You think that's what parents do? I don't think so. All right. First towel wrap. We'll go on to the second one. Go on to the second one. Wow. Wow. And then while he's wrapped in his second towel wrap, we'll work on his eyes and his ears. Wow. Wow. Waka waka. Waka waka. Waka waka. Say hi. See, my name is Jack. My name is Jack. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. Adorable, 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 adorable. You are adorable. Wah, 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 wah. Wee. You did it. You did it. Well. Wee. Alright, let's pick his nose. Pick his nose. Touch it. Waka waka. Adorable. So which is it? The cat's pissed off or the cat's well behaved? Isn't it amazing how different people see different things? Isn't that amazing? Y'all see all different things. Cat grooming is like holding up a Warshop ink block card. You see what you want to see. Doesn't matter what the video is capturing. You see what you want to see. So which is it? Is the animal well behaved or is the animal pissed off? Which one is it? Who's right? We usually just let the video be the judge, right? What the video captures. Which one is it? Because you can't both be right. You think the cat can be pissed off but well behaved at the same time? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know. Oh. Adorable, 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 adorable. You are adorable. Wah, 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 wah. Ah, Natalie knows it's a boy. Natalie knows it's a boy. Okay, got it. Alright. Ah. Sure he is. Sure he is. He was born and bred for good temperament. But Jack, coming for his grooming is not his favorite. You know what's the first clue that it's not his favorite? When you look into the cat carrier and he's hiding underneath of his mat. He's not on top of the mat, he's hiding underneath of it. That's your first clue. This may not be his favorite thing. Adorable, 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 adorable. You are adorable. Wah, 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 wah. big dryer box. I usually fluff and blow out the head by hand, and then I usually open up the tail. Let's get that open up. The tail just kind of closes in on itself when it gets wet. Let's just open that back up. Waka waka. You did it. You did it. You did it, buddy. You did it. You could open up the coat if you wanted to, right about now. Especially if you don't have a velocity dryer. Alright, let's use this one. Adorable, 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 adorable. You are adorable. Wah, 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 wah. So shall we put him in that dryer box? Might as well. Let's heat that up first. You're just too good to be true. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Uh-huh. Wah, 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 wah. Meow. Been ready. Alright. You can stay in there while you sit and laugh at your sister getting groomed. How's that? He's like, deal. There. Alright, one down. That's Jack. There he is. Thank you. He's just the cutest. And then it's almost like we're going to do the same thing all over again. Only with a different cat. His sister. They get the same exact thing. Right? Okay. No. We're going to make sure this bath is ready before we get Jill out of her carrier. I'm going to show you how I make my warm wash, right? We start with one long pump of F&T, right? A dollop of hypo, a dollop, a little bit of this Orbis, because that doesn't really suds up too well. That is the degreasing warm wash. And then hot boiling water. Hot boiling water, which disinfects everything. Alright, second shampoo. I'll show you how to do that. A dollop of volume by Top Cat Chris Christensen, and a dollop of the Thick and Thicker protein treatment. Hot kettle water. And you can top it off. Alright. So those are the two shampoos I'm using. Alright, that's all ready. Get Darryl Point 2 ready. La 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 la. Done. This is what I meant by when my cat wants to tell me it's his time to be groomed. He'll sit over here where the cats go, thinking I'm going to grab him and he's going to be groomed next. That's what I mean when I say my cat tells me when he wants to be groomed again. Right? You don't believe me. It's true. Cats are smart. They may not speak English, but they'll figure out how to communicate to you. Right? They'll figure it out. Alright, you babysit Jack, and we'll get started on Jill in 2 minutes. Bye-bye. 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 And Jill. There's Jill. Alright, we're going to do the same exact thing with Jill that we did with her brother, Jack. Right? Waka waka. Waka waka. Alrighty then. Whee! She's a little smaller. Not a whole lot of real estate to cover. They are Persian cats. They are Persian cats. You know, like it says in the title of the video, your powers of observation suck. Right? Which means you should not be a cat groomer. Because you're going to need powers of observation, right? When it comes to grooming cats. You need to be able to notice every single little thing, right? Alright, time for her Brazilian. We're going to use the safety clipper.